Welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet here on the 5 Reasons Sports Network YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick here with Jim Rodriguez. You can follow him at JRod Show on Twitter. It gives you the picks, but also gives them to you here. You see the screen there presented by BUSR.com/5RSN. If you want to get that 20% bonus. Also, if you want to pay with Bitcoin, you get a 100% bonus. All right, let's get right to it. We got some basketball. We got some baseball today. Let's start with the baseball. I know that you always like to pick the Dodgers one way or the other, but how do you see Rockies-Dodgers going?
It's sort of a nonsensical bet here. The game's in LA. It's a Dodger Stadium. Dodgers-Rockies, you always think runs. But this year, the Rockies 1-8. The under has hit 8 out of 9 times in the game. And for the Dodgers, despite being 9-2, the under has hit 7 times. So 7.5 is a low number. It's Dustin May for the Dodgers. He's a fireballer. John Gray's actually not that bad for the Rockies. I like under 7.5 Rockies-Dodgers tonight.
All right, Marlins-Braves. What the hell happened with the Marlins last night? All of a sudden, they're scoring a ton of runs. I don't know where that came from. Can they sustain it against the Braves?
In a word, no. They always say, hey, save some for tomorrow. Listen, the Marlins, especially when Alcantara pitches, it's not tonight. 8.5, that seems to be the bar. I'm going to go under all day. You're going to always, the majority of the time, you're going to make some money. Braves, Marlins, under 8.5. In that ballpark, I'll take under 8.5 all day.
All right, we'll get to the Heat last here, but Nets and Sixers, the question with the Nets is always who plays, right? So we start here. Durant's second night of a back-to-back, so we're not really expecting him. Right. How do you this could be an Eastern Conference Finals, but again, we don't see the team's whole. What does this look like?
Right, and again, not only Durant, but we don't know if Harden's going to play. We don't know what Kyrie's going to play. Yeah. The line is 7. Sixers -7. You know what? I want to say yes, especially if there's no Durant and Kyrie and James Harden. I would start with the first half. First half is Sixers -3.5. See how you feel there. To me, I'm more sure of a first half Sixers -3.5. If you're so inclined to go -7, go ahead. That's a lot of points still, even in a banged up Nets team. But for me, my bet would be Sixers -3.5 first half.
All right, the Heat and the Nuggets, and again, a little bit of uncertainty there as well because Jimmy Butler rolled that ankle yesterday. He said he was fine. He'd play against Denver, but of course we know those things swell up overnight. And second night of a back-to-back in Denver. Now, no Jamal Murray either. This number was kind of low when I saw it, maybe because of the Murray injury. How do you see this playing out?
Well, first of all, whenever there's injuries, you've got a flight plus elevation plus back-to-back. I mean, I have no doubt Jimmy's a warrior. Under 211.5, I kind of like. I just because I don't know if the Heat can put it their side of the bargain. You know, and the Nuggets, they're not really scoring a lot. They had a couple of 87, 89, 90 games, So with that being said, I'm always inclined to think of Alex English and West Coast, 145-point Nugget games. But I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to go under 211.5 just because it's a back-to-back for the Nuggets. For the Heat, it's elevation. Get the cafecito going. This is Bustelo, La Llave. They're all making money this week.
Yeah, no, it's another late one for us. And no Jamal Murray. They got to replace those 22 points a game, which doesn't make it easy. All right, so under on Rockies-Dodgers, under on Marlins-Braves, under on Heat-Nuggets. Play the -3.5 Sixers versus the Nets. First half. BUSR.com/5RSN. We'll be back in a couple of days.
There.